3.
I'll do 1 and 2 and 4.
Okay.
It's a pretty big ride in here, so you can probably stand there with Audrey.
Okay. That's the final, that's the closing song,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay, perfect.
And then Justin's gonna have that mic ready for you.
Okay,
Like,
thank you.
Okay, Kevin said I'm live, so we're live. And I'll check with Mom to make sure she's getting the feed. So if you look up, you'll see something. We getting some cameras set up. Brother Kevin's taking care of that for me. We were blessed with some cameras from a customer of mine. I'd been talking to him to find out that he sells these things on Amazon, and I said, hey, this is what I need. What can you do to help me out? You know, so I can buy them from you. I'd rather buy from a customer rather than order online from somebody I don't know. And so he goes, give me a few days. And so he gave me a box and said, here, take this home. And of course, Kevin was on vacation, so he couldn't do anything. And it's been about a month now. And so I asked my customer, I said, okay, hey, he's a good Christian man. He goes over here to Grand Prairie off of I-20. They have this big old Christmas decoration off I-20. I can't remember the name of the church now, but he's a good Christian man. And I said, Mr. James, I said, what I owe you? He goes, nothing. Just tell me what you need. And so thank God, you know, we have that. So Kevin's had time to study on it and working on it, so he's slowly getting stuff set up, which will be beneficial so that whenever I get those phone calls that when I'm out at work that say, well, your building alarm's going off is something else we're working on, which Brother Justin's working on trying to get that caught up and current, waiting on permits from the city to get those things updated. But when I get those phone calls that say, hey, your alarm's going off, do I need to send the police? I can quickly access the cameras that Brother Kevin is setting up so that I can check and say, hey, yeah, there's people in the building, send the police now, or no, we had a door that wasn't shut right and the wind blew just right and it kicked it open, which we've had a lot of that. So we're thankful for God's blessings. We're thankful for God's protection. And so just give you behind the scenes of what's going on, of what, you know, people, different things that people do. Not only do we have our Sunday school teachers, you know, Miss Chris, Miss Judy, Twinkle, you know, Brother Dominic, you know, and myself, you know, we have those that have specific duties. We have others that step up and do things. And we then have blessings of God for people that, you know, some people you may know that say, hey, what can I do for your church? Stacy was telling me that we have some people that still continue to tithe, even though they can't make it. They continue to tithe and will send us financial blessings. And so we're thankful for all that. Make sure you have your bulletin. Make sure you check your prayer list. Thankful for Brother Dominic. Even though Dominic's got his issues with his health, he's still concerned. He asked me about Candace. Candace hasn't had chemo in about, I think it's 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks now. The problem being is that, you know, it told you about the fact that she's having problems eating and keeping food down and stuff. She saw the attending doctor, her doctor was on vacation, and he did mention to her that the medication she is on will sometimes have effect on your kidneys because her kidney function is not where it should be. And so they haven't given her chemo, but they've done her MRI, and they did her CT scan. Her doctor will be back Tuesday. The attending doctor they set her up to go see a nephrologist. Anybody know what a nephrologist is? That's the one that checks your kidneys, you know. My mom has a nephrologist she sees. So she goes to see the nephrologist on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll get some answers there. Then her doctor's back, she'll see him. Nephrologist is Monday. And then the Monday's nephrologist, I'm looking at my wife because she's taken off to go with Candace. So the nephrologist is Monday, then she sees her oncologist on Tuesday. So we continue to covet your prayers for her. You know, she knows what she's facing. She knows that tomorrow's not promised, but she knows her Savior. So we're thankful for that. So continue to pray for Candace and pray that the doctors will figure out what's the best way of treatment for her. She's still able to take her Trogressa, which is her oral medication. She takes every day. That's for her lung. So far, we'll find out with the CT scan how that goes. We're praying that God continues to bless, and the MRI that was done on her head will still show a clear, except for her brain being there, but clear cancer. And so that hopefully she'll be here in just a few minutes, and you guys can go say hi to her. Other prayer requests on there, we're still praying for Miss Judy's family. The Tuckers, Miss Alva this past week lost her brother-in-law. That was her husband's brother. He passed away this past week. Lives up in Connecticut. So she doesn't have any plans to travel. She was up there about 18 months ago. So they have other plans for the family. So she will deal with that at the time being. Just read through, check your prayer list. Continue to pray for the kids going to school. I keep teasing the kids from class and during the morning, and did you have a good week? And this week, the only one that had a good week was Nate. He had a good week, he said. So everybody else is like, yeah, it's school. But Nate had a good week at school, and we're thankful for that. And I didn't get a chance to ask, do you have a good week at school? Okay, good deal. Wyatt, so he came in just a few minutes late. So pray for your pastor, pray for your pastor.